government officials accused of betraying the people they were supposed to be protecting, triggering one of the worst public health crises in recent years. The trouble stemming from the decision to switch the source of the city's drinking water to save money. And this is what that water looked like here in these bottles. And if that image bothers you, imagine what it did to the children who were drinking and bathing in it. Doctors testing them and finding dangerously high levels of lead in their blood. Tonight, those 3 officials are facing felonies and prison time, and the prosecutor says he's just getting started. ABC's Alex Perez is there in Flint.
The first criminal charges filed in Flint tonight in the wake of the crisis that found toxic levels of lead in the water, poisoning a community.
They failed in their responsibilities to protect the health and safety of families of Flint.
Now facing felony charges, Michigan Department of Environmental Quality Supervisor Stephen Bush and engineer Michael Prisby, and City of Flint Water Quality Supervisor Michael Glasgow.
They failed Michigan families. Indeed, they failed us all.
Prosecutors allege Prisby and Bush tampered with lead test results that were reported to the EPA, and officials say Prisby approved the permit for the Flint water plant knowing it would not provide safe drinking water. Both officials pleading not guilty in court today. Glasgow authorities say filed false reports lying about which homes were tested for lead so that results would appear to be at safe levels. But his attorney firing back, saying Glasgow strongly opposed the transfer of the source of water for Flint. The Attorney General insisting more charges will come.
Is the governor ultimately responsible, and will he face charges?
No one's off the table.
When asked if he broke the law, Governor Snyder only saying,
I don't believe so.
Snyder now working to convince the 100,000 people who live here the water is safe again by pledging to drink Flint tap water for 30 days.
And critics calling the governor's move a photo op. Frustrated residents here say they want justice for all those who have been poisoned. Tom?
Alex Perez from Flint, Michigan tonight. Alex, thank you. Next tonight, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Close.
This ain't anything that's motherfucking new. Shit. I guarantee you that there are people that probably went to City Hall. Also, they don't mention nothing in there about he's paid $1 million for his defense. The Florida governor did. Not the Florida governor, but the Michigan governor. I find it awfully interesting they didn't mention nothing about that. And I also find it awfully interesting that I guarantee you there are many, many people that complained. But the system is so fucked up to where there is not no direct sign on who to go to or anything like that. I'll bet you there were people that probably called the cops, and the cops said, well, that's a fucking civil matter. I'll bet they went to City Hall, well, that's a civil matter. Well, you have to take them to court and everything like that. Because my experiences are, fuck. Warren Davis of the Florida governor's office, I tried contacting that motherfucker, that low-life motherfucker, about these fucking boom cars all over the place, violating millions of people's of their rights to be able to live in peace. I contacted Linda Knight, was of the Florida Highway Safety in fucking Tallahassee. That goddamn bitch had been there for something like 36 years. She even acknowledged that she heard these fucking boom cars. Fuck. I've called the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. I think it was a guy named Brian Harlow, I think his name was, of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Fucking idiot goddamn clown motherfuckers. This is nothing motherfucking new. I tried calling the fucking Bay County Sheriff's Department. Their number is 747-4700, 850, and then I've tried talking to Teresa England, happens to be the secretary there, about these fucking boom cars. Even though 3015 of Florida statutes, the duty of the Sheriff's Department to arrest everyone these motherfuckers going up and down the road, violating millions of people's of their rights to be able to live in home. I've contacted the Attorney General's fucking office about it. Wilton Simpson, who happens to be the senator representative that fucking sponsored House Bill 634 to do something about these fucking boom cars to make it to where the sound couldn't come out of the fucking vehicle. I couldn't get no goddamn answers there. Fuck. Shit. And then you got this one guy that was a whistleblower, and they basically put him in, from what I understand, they put him in a situation of where his authority didn't mean anything, and he was trying to, I think his name was Hernandez or something like that. He tried to warn and contact people, and he was basically told, you know, don't call us, we'll call you. Now you can best bet that the prosecutor, he didn't fucking do this immediately. He was forced into having to do this fucking shit. This is nothing new. In fucking government, there's something that's called the Florida State Hotline. Them motherfuckers, their attitude is if you ain't got the power, you ain't got the connections, fuck you. We fucking don't give a shit. It ain't our motherfucking problem. I've tried for years. I've been thrown in jail by the Bay County Sheriff's Department, Panama City idiot fucking clown department, trying to get something done about these boom cars. James Williams fucking threw me in jail 2003 because I tried to get him to do something about a fucking boom car in the Walmart shopping center parking lot in Panama City, idiot fucking clown, Florida. I've tried contacting idiot clown Scott Irvin motherfucker. Let's see. So, and the thing is this is, I guarantee you there were many people who probably went down to City Hall, and then the first thing that they do is they say, you either leave or we're calling the cops. And a person in good faith might go, I have nothing to fear. Go ahead and call the cops. Then the cop will say, well, if you don't leave, we'll put a trespassing warning against you and we'll throw you in jail. So this is the way that they protect themselves from the general public. So these boom car punk motherfuckers, January was so-called bullshit first responders week and stuff like that. About these fucking boom cars. They claim they're so concerned about the emergency vehicles, ambulance and fire department people. But at the same time, these fucking boom cars can go up and down the road, violating millions of people's of their rights to be able to live in peace. No matter how many laws I look up. Let's see, 80610 is interference with emergency vehicles, put them in danger, that's 5-year prison sentence. These are all felonies, okay? 18102 is the breaking into an occupied dwelling with the concussion of their speakers. 784 is felony battery on anybody's body and on their ears and stuff like that. 874 is criminal gang signaling instrumentalities of these fucking boom cars. And then you've got 932 contraband, where they can take away their fucking vehicles forever. Oh, all of a sudden and if you look at the contraband law, oh man, they make it next to impossible for the rich criminals to have their fucking vehicles taken away from them. And then we got 3015 of the Florida statutes, where it specifically states that the sheriff's department has the duty, not fucking option, to do something about these goddamn boom cars, these motherfucking American terrorists. And then we got 876 of the Florida statute, which is the American terrorist statute of these boom car punk motherfuckers. And then we've got United States Code Title 18, 241, 242, which is a $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. Yeah, I've tried contacting the United States Attorney General's office in the state of Florida. Them goddamn motherfuckers. They're all fucking, and all the cops are fucking and sucking each other in government. So nothing ever fucking gets done. They're not telling the whole motherfucking story. They're not telling about the number of fucking people that complained and they were given a fucking runaround. Well, it meets the specifications, man. Oh, why don't you just take it? It's a civil matter. Then I had a fucking clown goddamn idiot, Sergeant Stryker, put criminal charges on me because I was calling the Panama City idiot fucking clown department probably over 1,000 times in about 3 years' time, easily. Running up hundreds of dollars worth of fucking bills. And my phone bill will fucking prove that goddamn shit. And then the thing is, this is June 15th, 2015. I was scheduled to go to a fucking jury trial where in January I had charges filed against me by this fucking idiot clown. He never had to fucking go to court one motherfucking time. If I didn't show up every time I had to go to fucking court, they were going to come for me and they were going to arrest my motherfucking ass. For what? Only trying to safeguard my fellow citizens? Oh yeah, the Florida Constitution, Article 2, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution says unnecessary noise will not be tolerated. So there's so many felonies on these goddamn boom car punk motherfuckers. And see what happens is when you try to correct corrupt practices, and if the cops are protecting, in Panama City, Florida, there was a National Geographic show on TV, and it was talking about Panama City, Florida is the largest drug dealing area in the world. And Faith Bell looks like a fucking crackhead, a meth addict on the Bay County Sheriff's Department. That fucking bitch there said, our drug dealers, protecting him from out-of-town drug dealers. Yeah, And if you saw the show there, you could see where it looks like her eyes was about to pop out of her fucking head. So the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter how many people scream and holler. If you ain't got no fucking power, you ain't got no connections, you ain't got no authority, you can't threaten their paycheck, ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. And the truth of the matter is, all we need is the fucking cops. So much government could be cut out, it's incredible. All the cop would have to do, and see, these people that were charged still get bail. They don't give a shit. They could take and appeal this fucking thing for fucking years. As long as the rich man gets fucking bail, he fucking don't give a shit. Then what'll happen is there'll be a fucking plea bargain out of it. And nobody will go to jail. And it'll probably be motherfucking probation. So that's the name of that motherfucking tune.